All right, we're joined by the Bakersfield Roadrunners head coach Greg McCall and student athletes Erica Williams and Tiana Outland. Coach, general thoughts on today's game?
Hats off to Texas Pan American. They played a really good game. I think they almost beat us in almost every category of just about. Rebounding, they out-rebounded us. They had more offensive boards than we did. Free throw line, they shot better. They were 13 for 18. Turnovers, they had less turnovers than we did. They had 9, we had 16. We still had the game opportunity to win the game. Even though we weren't playing our best basketball, we still had opportunity to win. I think the key of it was down the stretch, we missed some easy layups that I thought we were going to be able to make. We missed a lot of them. Bada Bay missed some. Brittany missed a couple. I think Ty missed like maybe 1 or 2 that I thought we were going to make. That could have probably sealed the game for us. Game management down the end. When Alyssa got in foul trouble, I probably should have left her in the whole time instead of subbing her out, regardless if she had 4 or not, because she managed the game pretty well. And once I made that sub, they kind of made a run and came back, and they got a lot of easy transition buckets. It was nothing that they got off of their sets. Everything was off of easy transition buckets if you look back at the things that they did. And I think they maybe got 1 shot off of their set, and I think Brittany Bush hit a 15-foot mid-range shot. But overall, I mean, I'm still really proud of my team. Looking at where this program was just 4 years ago, when we only had 6 and 7 players, and in a short 3 years, how we were able to turn this thing around, and the things that we were able to accomplish right now, it's huge. I'm very proud of these young ladies. Even though we didn't get the opportunity that we thought we were going to get to be able to go to the championship and be able to go to the NCAA tournament, we fell short again for 2 years in a row. The question was, and I'm pretty sure you guys probably going to ask, will this season be, a bust? And I told you guys early on, no. It's a disappointment, but definitely not a bust because of looking where we came from and look at where we are right now. I'd rather be sitting in this position. 7 and 22 is a bust season. 12 and 17 is a bust season. This is a disappointing season because you didn't get the opportunity to accomplish a goal that you set out to. But overall, very, very happy with my players. And I told them that in the locker room, and I probably could have did some things differently during the game, but overall, I think, that's the way the ball bounces. We still continue to live to play on. We'll go to postseason play. Not where we wanted to go, but we'll still get an opportunity to play. So, again, not a bust season, disappointment.
All right, let's open it up for questions.
Craig, talk a little bit. You had a 12-point lead with about 8 minutes to go, and you had a chance to probably they hadn't scored in a while, and maybe what turned it around, because that's kind of when they got the momentum going back the other way.
Alyssa picking up her accidental 4th foul, and then me subbing her out. Simple as that. When she picked up the accidental 4th foul with the tripping call, which I'm pretty sure, it could have went either way. It could have been an accidental trip, but yeah, she had the break on the ball. So I kind of agree with the officials on that a little bit, It was a 50-50 ball, but I think she had more of a break on it, and it was an incidental trip. And me taking Alyssa out, and the momentum changed. And maybe I should have just kept her in there with 4 fouls. She's a tough kid, smart kid. But it was a coach's call to take her out, and that's when the momentum changed.
At that 12-point mark, Coach, did it just seem like your team was just stunned at how quickly they responded? I mean, it just seemed like it just kind of, you were in such good control of the game, and then it just seemed like it unraveled so quickly. I mean, I guess, how do you think your team responded to that?
To make the turnaround where we were, I think Ty kind of changed the momentum because they still had the momentum coming out in the second half. And the momentum when she got the first steal and got a free layup And I think that's when the momentum changed, and we quickly swung it back to our side. And then I think from that point on, we just kind of handled them until, like I told you guys before, let's get enough fourth foul. You know, she's our engine. She runs the show. You know, it makes a difference in how we play. And we went back in. You know, we had a lot of other crucial things that happened. An inbound pass that we were up by 2. We turned the ball over trying to get it to Alyssa when somebody else was wide open. I think Erica Williams was taking the ball out of bounds and kind of made a bad pass on that, bad decision. But with Alyssa being in the game, I think we really continued to control the tempo, control what we needed to control. And then we're still able to get the ball in the right people's hands.
I know this is, you know, you're going through it right now, but could you just take me through the last 2 minutes, what was going through your mind as you started to see UTPA chip away and the game just started to slip away from you guys?
Tough question. I can kind of maybe talk for them a little bit. You know, you kind of feel like you're fighting uphill, and it's like you kind of, as a coach, you kind of wonder like, what can we do? And the ball just didn't bounce our way. We had opportunities. We missed so many layups, and that's that few brief minute or some to go. We still had opportunities that we missed layup after layup. It just didn't go in. I just say, you know, it was one of those things, the basketball gods just wouldn't allow the ball to go in for us. Because I was ready to utilize my timeout after we made a layup. I saw the layups coming. I can hear my assistant coaches telling me to call timeout, but I can see us, you know, attacking, and I can see them backpedaling. I can see the layup coming. I can see either the layup for Ty or for Erica Williams or the dish off. I could see it, and the ball just didn't go in. It just did not go into the basket. And so when those things like that doesn't happen, it just kind of takes the air out of you when you're just fighting so hard. And you know, it was one of those things I wouldn't say, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to take anything away from Texas Pan American, but it's one of those things that we make our layups. It's a totally different game because we had those opportunities. We had the layups. It wasn't that we didn't have anything. We've been in positions like that before where we had to come down and attack right away and get something good because we're still in attack mode. We stay in attack mode, and we just didn't get the layups.
You know, Ty, you're going to get another game at least, maybe a few more, you know, in the postseason. But just talk a little bit about how you're really trying to. It looks like you're really trying to put the team on your back today. Just talk a little bit about your own drive going into this game today.
I knew today would be a really emotional game. My whole thing was just leaving it all on the floor because I know, you know, it's my last year, and I just didn't want the same thing that happened last year.
Any other questions? This will be our last one.
Coach, as you talked about, your guys' season will still continue with the postseason tournament. What do you take from a game like this to kind of help prepare your team to success in those postseason tournaments?
That they got to understand that each possession is really crucial. Following the scouting report is really crucial. I think first half, if we would have bought in a lot earlier to, you know, forcing the ball to where we wanted to force it to, you know, when we started doing those things, they started playing right into our hands. But as you can tell, you're just looking at the stats. And one of the things as you were talking, I was looking at the bottom of the stat line here. You know, they had 43 points in the paint. It wasn't that they were on the post killing us. All those came from, if you continue on down the line, fast break points, 21 of them. That hurts. And when you get fast break points, because when we weren't making our layups, you look at us, we 25 points in the paint. You know, we didn't do a good enough job of finishing our layups. They did, because a lot of them were off of our misses. And but this is something that's a learning lesson. I mean, like you said, the season is not over. We still go to postseason play, and this is something that we got to take into postseason play and be able to utilize. There's a lot of teams that are going to be at home, but we still have an opportunity to go on and play. I said, like, it's not where we want to be. You know, of course, we want to be sitting here playing tomorrow, get an opportunity to see, to have the fans see what they really want to see, which is us versus New Mexico State. But it didn't happen. So we go on and continue to live and play another day. I can just finish it up by saying I'm really proud of my team. And I know that we will continue on and we'll continue to play and try to win a championship in the WNIT or wherever the postseason leads us. And we're hoping that's where it leads us to, is the WNIT. But wherever the postseason leads us, we'll continue to play and we'll play hard. And I'm pretty sure they'll follow the game plan a whole lot better, because this hurts and it's supposed to hurt. And if you're any type of athlete, any type of player that care about winning and doing the right things, it's gonna hurt. And so we don't want that feeling again.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.